Good evening, and welcome to the Raven House of Mysterious Happenings. In tonight's movie review, we are going to travel a little ways back in time to the year 1979, a time when music was on cassette tapes, handheld games like electronic football were all the rage, and families recorded their home movies on Super 8mm film. It is a simpler time, but no less dangerous. So, here we go. Super 8. Now, this film is a science fiction thriller from Paramount Pictures, and it stars Kyle Chandler as Deputy Lamb, Elle Fanning as Alice, Joel Courtney as Joe Lamb, Riley Griffins as Charles, and Ryan Lee as Carrie. The film is written and directed by J.J. Abrams and also co-produced with Steven Spielberg. The film opens in the town of Lillian, Ohio in the year 1979. It's the first day of summer, and Joe Lamb, the son of a local deputy sheriff, and his friend Charles are planning on going out to the local train station to film a scene for Charles's home movie, which he's hoping to enter into a local film festival. Charles is putting together a zombie movie, and he thinks that using the train station would be a great thing for atmosphere. A couple of his other friends who've been helping him put this movie together, they all get together along with a girl by the name of Alice. She is the one who drives them there as they get there in the middle of the night. And while they're setting up, they notice a train is actually coming by. And Charles thinks, well, this is a great opportunity. Let's set up and we can actually have a train moving in the background for great atmosphere. So they put the scene together, and the train goes by, and while they are filming, Joe notices that a pickup truck down the road has turned onto the train tracks and is heading straight for the train. The two collide, and there's a terrible crash. The train, it's a military train, a lot of explosions, and boxcars go flying, and the kids scatter they scatter for safety. And in the process, the 8mm camera they're using falls to the ground. Joe later is looking for his friends, and he hears a large banging sound coming from a boxcar, and so it looks like something very big and very powerful is trying to get out of this car. Next thing he knows, the lid is or the door of the boxcar is blown off, and Joe hears some kind of strange roar, and he runs. He finds his friends. They later find the camera, and they head back to the safety of the town, and they really don't want to talk about it. Before long, though, the military arrives after the report of the train wreck, and it seems that some people around town are now disappearing. So Joe thinks that whatever came out of that boxcar might be causing the trouble. And of course, they have the 8mm film that was taken. The camera was still working while they ran, so they go to get that developed. In the meantime, they try to find out what's going on. The military's not talking, and they're just trying to figure out all this on their own. I really liked Super 8. I thought it was a great film. It's definitely a science fiction monster film, but at the same time, it's also a real coming-of-age story in the relationship between Joe Lamb and the girl Alice, and also the friendship with Charles, and everything just kind of really kind of mishes as a kind of telling two stories that would be unrelated, but they are happening in the same town. And I give J.J. Abrams a lot of credit. He really put together a good sci-fi monster movie, but with a real emotional heart to it. We really get to know these kids and the people in the town, and we get to care about them. And the monster we really don't see for quite a while into the film. The big reveal, of course, is the Super 8 millimeter film. But since that takes a few days to get developed, we really have time to get to know all these characters. The monster itself does not disappoint. It's very well done. I won't go into any details, but it's definitely, when you definitely first see it on that Super 8 film, it's definitely worth the wait. Overall, though, the acting is great. Joel, Courtney, and Elle Fanning, both in the leads, did an excellent job. Kyle Chandler as Deputy Lamb, Joe's father, he does a great job. Charles, played by Riley Griffin, he's good. He's funny. He's the kid who wants to make the zombie movie, and it really is. Let's get some more atmosphere and let's really make this work. And then there's Ryan Lee as Carrie. He's a young kid who's really into fireworks, and he likes to blow things up, which, again, with a story like this, you can see where there can be some comedy or some genuine problems there. But overall, it really works. And when the military shows up, the story takes kind of a dark turn, but it all works. It's a really great film. J.J. Abrams kind of meant it to be a little tribute to Steven Spielberg's earlier work. You can definitely see the E.T. influence, or Close Encounters of the Third Kind, or even Gremlins. It's all there. But this is definitely J.J. Abrams' film, and he does a great job. It's a great film. It's really well done. Plenty of mystery elements in it to enjoy as we learn more about what the monster is and what's going on in the town. So I can highly recommend it. Well, that's about it. Thank you, as always, for listening.